We're going to go ahead and get started. We're very excited tonight to have Bina Gudrasani with us. She's a first parent coach, the founding parent coach. My name is Evelyn Rosengren Hovey. I'm with Gen Next Education. And thank you everyone for joining us. We have people connecting on the US side, in India, and in the Middle East. Just really quickly, a little bit about Gen Next Education. We are a social benefit organization that helps connect to universities in the United States with parents and families and students and counselors, more so in India, but we also connect with people in the Middle East. Our counseling and advising services for students are 100% free. We do work with a consortium of universities, but we will help students apply wherever they want to go and whatever is going to be the best fit for those students. I am very excited. I mentioned already that we have Bina here with us, who's going to present. And I'm so excited about this because I've known Bina for many years, but now we get to work together professionally. She runs our volunteer parent coaching program, which she's going to tell you more about this today. And it's just really exciting to get to work with her and to have this parent coaching program, which is completely free, again, to parents and families. And so without further ado, Bina, I'm going to make you presenter. I'm going to turn the presentation over to her. A note of warning, we have had a couple of issues with audio, so I will kind of see how it goes here. And with that, I will turn it over. Bina, as you're setting up, making you presenter, everyone, if you have questions, we will have time for question and answer at the end. You can either type those into the chat or question box, or you can send them to me on WhatsApp at 317-701-8216. And Bina, thank you so much for joining us. Are you able to share your screen now?
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Evelyn. Can you see my screen now?
Not yet, but it might be coming up here in just a second. There we go. Yes, we are seeing it now.
Great. Thank you, Evelyn, for the warm welcome. It's my pleasure to be a part of this webinar today. Greetings from Dubai to all the university representatives, parents, and children, and Girish. I'm excited to share my experiences with you all today. I'll be taking you through a presentation that pretty much reflects my journey as a parent coach. It's almost been an year since the journey, and I've had the best time of my life. Parent coach, an idea once in my thoughts, is now a reality. Let the journey begin. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Bina Gudrasani, mother of two gorgeous daughters, pursuing the life of their dreams at present in two different countries, Europe and USA. You all must be wondering, why did I say the word Europe? It simply goes that my older daughter is on a study abroad project from IUPUI, a university which gives her an opportunity to study in another part of the world and add on experiences to her life. Hence, at the moment, she's in Germany. Meet my husband. This is Sunil Gudrasani. We are both proud of our decision to send our both daughters to US to pursue their dreams. As a family, we believe that the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. And so, our family at present is spread all over the world and yet connected in hearts through the threads of our dreams. This is the start of my parenthood journey. As you can see the date, it's very special, and the journey all the more special. Evelyn and Sarah were in Dubai on the 5th of March 2016 for the reception of students admitted to IUPUI. This is where it all began. This is Sarah, Executive Director, International Affairs and IU Assistant Vice President for International Services at IUPUI. We share a common connect as mothers as well. Both our older children started studying at IUPUI in the same year, and this is the precise reason we share a mother connect as well. This is our ever-smiling Evelyn. I bet most of you know her. She is now the Director of Partner Engagement, but when I met her, she was the Assistant Director at IUPUI. We have had a long relationship with her. The next couple of slides I will take you will be about the evening that made all the difference in my life and how this journey all began of a parent coach. This is when Sarah was having a conversation with the children and giving them the souvenirs from IUPUI since they had been admitted that year. The ritual of handing over the souvenirs to the well-deserving students. Here is Evelyn doing her best. She is interacting with the kids and the students over the evening. Interacting with parents and children is of utmost importance in such workshops, and she's being there to show them how dreams can come true. This is me with parents as always, answering all the questions that boggle in their mind. After all, sending your children to faraway lands is not easy for any parent. I have been in their shoes and I know how it feels. To many of you, this may seem like a very ordinary photo click with the interaction going on with parents and children. But for me, this is the moment, one of my frozen moments, which I cherish till today. For Sarah suggested the idea of a parent coach initiative at this particular time, and we started the WhatsApp group, and I was the link in the system between the parents and the university representative. Parents helping parents, the journey with a difference just got started. New beginnings for us. It was a great day for me because, as I said earlier, the 5th of March, I started my journey of parenting. In 1996, so we were actually celebrating our 20 years. And what a moment of pride that we got to start a new journey on the same day. Yet again, this is what I call the day of smiles and satisfactions. This is approximately 4 months when the kids are now ready to leave for their first semester in US. It is a time for these parents and children to make new journeys for them. This is how we celebrate our achievements and moments of happiness. Can you all see the beautiful smiles that come my way? More feedback from the children and from the parents of how things just got beautiful for them as well as for me. What better way to spread the smiles that we share? Here is a special one from Sarah herself. My journey has just begun. This particular moment is where I call it the cherished moment. As a parent coach, my job involved offering guidance to parents and children to take a better decision, reduce anxiety, increase satisfaction, and make sure that the journey is smooth. As you can see, the collage on the left makes me smile all the time. As a parent coach, what did I do? I assisted the parents and the children through a WhatsApp group in collaboration with the university representative. Thank you, Evelyn and Kate, for always being there for me. We also met up in discussion groups where various issues were discussed, like financial, how the payments would be made, how would the parents travel together. Moreover, during the admission process, a lot of questions come about. So we connected with the university representative and made sure that the answers were given to the best. For the ones who needed personal attention, we communicated over phone or a personal chat. with parents. For some of them, I also piloted workshops so that the children and the parents could both ease the empty nest syndrome. This is as we move forward to the happiness week that I call. Happiness doesn't just stop here. Once the kids fly off, here's a Kodak moment of the orientation week. I get all the updates on the WhatsApp group that was created for the purpose. All these parents travel together, stayed together, connected together as one big family. You can see the smiles. These smiles were sent across to me, and I was enjoying the journey as they were having it over there. Equally satisfied are the children. This is possible because we worked as a team, encouraging and motivating each other. Can you spot a parent's memory? Well, she's having all the time. Smiles and smiles and more smiles. Here is a win-win moment for all of us. All these photographs were shared through the WhatsApp group. Every moment was being cherished. I was in Dubai and the parents were in US, but I could feel their smiles and happiness across the miles. Here again, time flies. 4 months and 1 semester. December it is. The kids are coming back for their holidays. You can see proud parents eagerly waiting at the airport for their children. The mothers equally excited. You can see the beautiful basket right in her hand to welcome the children. And here is the first batch of children. The next will be just following. So you see how beautiful are these celebrations. Here, once again, all the happy moments being shared. This is a picture from a gathering which the parents had in December. I was not a part of this as I was in US with my daughters. So missed it, but yet not missed it because I got to see their smiles through the WhatsApp group. And these kids here in Dubai celebrating their winter break together. The strong bond of trust, as I have sensed through these parents, I told you was amazing. Together we made so many memories. I'm glad I'm a part of this opportunity, and the trust that we share is a secret that these children are happy and joyful today. Modern technology keeps us connected. This is yet another happy moment that we share together. Yes, friends for life are we, for lots of many more years to celebrate. So now let's get back to the big question of the day. Why was this initiative taken of being a parent coach? You all must be wondering why a parent needs to take this journey when there are so many university representatives and counselors available in every city. What is the need and the intention behind? Just one small purpose: to bring some smiles and satisfaction during the process of admission in the universities. Yes, we have counselors, but do they really cater to the emotional aspect of the journey that parents go through? Do we find them on a connected wavelength during the process? Sadly, sometimes no. The admission process, as you will all agree, starts way early in grade 11 and goes on for 2 years. Every step is important. The decisions are crucial. Uncertainties and fears control us. We as parents often find ourselves confused and lost. Sorry to say, at times, the counselors don't feel the need to calm the parent. It's not their fault. For them, our child is just one of the many going abroad to study. But at a personal level, it is my child, and I need to know the answers before the steps are taken. And you know, as it shows, right steps at the right time is what a career success is all about. I speak this with personal experience. I've been through the journey twice. Have a look at the slide. This is what goes on in the mind. The counselors are creating fears in the mind of parents, telling us that the university application process is very difficult and it's very harsh. I know they're just trying to justify the amount of fee that they take, and I'm not against that part of it. But to take money, assuring that the process would be smooth, and then creating fears, I don't think it's justified. This is just the tip of the iceberg that I'm talking. There are many other challenges parents find themselves. They're confused about how the kids will settle over there. How does the application process work? Are there anything that they are missing out? And time again, the questions keep popping up. So far, so many challenges confuse them. They get stressed, confused. I've experienced many of them, personally met few of them whose health statuses have got spoiled during the journey. And I don't think this is worth it. And you know, finally, what happens? The parents, when the answers are not given, they give up. Dreams are shattered, and the children are not sent because there is no confirmation from the counselor's side. The mother is not relaxed. Uncertainties make her take a back step, and she says, no, I don't want to send my child. Dreams are shattered. Only a few are satisfied with the choice, and many families just terminate the process due to lack of clarity and transparency of the admission process. This is what had to be stopped. Allow me to take back in time so that my personal experiences will clear out any missing links. Way back in 2013, that's when my elder daughter went to university. Yes, after many ups and downs that we personally faced with the counselors, we finally made our way to settle her. When we came back, we faced a whole lot of questions from the parents about the safety and security, about the financial ups and downs. Could we afford the study of the universities? What about the credit system? Why it is a 4-year journey? Why not 3 years? What difference does it make? How will my child take care of the laundry? And more and more and more. And especially sending a girl child is not easy from Indian community to a faraway land. So when we came back, these questions just boggled us. Everyone wanted to hear it from the horse's mouth. And moreover, as I said, counselors do not have the time, and to attract the crowd at times, they just fake up stories. And this is what I feel is not worth it. Their job is to speak the truth and let the parents take the decision based on the facts and not assumptions. We as parents answered the questions to the best of our ability, using our personal experience as a reference point. We spoke of what we experienced and tried to help many families enjoy the process more than we did the first time. The second time, 2 years, when my younger daughter all ready to go, time to send her. This time we flew to US. We had quite a few families with us. Indeed, it was a great moment for all of us. 2016, the idea of reaching out to more parents was still rooted deep in my mind. And so when I was invited by Sarah and Evelyn on the 5th of March to share my experience of sending 2 daughters to US amidst all the uncertainties that existed in our culture, I shared the idea of being a parent coach with them, and yes, here it is, the journey began. One fine evening, yet another surprise awaited me around the corner. Evelyn introduced me to Girish, and once again it was time for new beginnings. The IPCP, International Parent Coaching Program, was launched. The journey of sending our children is an emotional connect, and the solution was a parent coach. I think it was a perfect link. These are some of the proud moments that Sunil and I shared. And yes, I agree. College is the pinnacle of an education and the beginning of a child's career, and every decision matters. We answer a lot of questions through this forum of parents helping parents. It's a support system that caters to all the questions. And we try to make every possible attempt to make the journey of other parents easy. Can you see this slide? It is a beautiful memory connect of yet somebody giving me the designation of a parent coach. I feel proud of this moment. Okay, what does this slide speak to? A lot of wonders for me. Bottle your wisdom and energy and share it with the world. It is these words that made me start yet another beautiful initiative. After the new batch of students had taken off to US, I started blogging about my journey and experiences as a parent coach. This time, the intention was to reach more families across the globe on my Facebook page. Evelyn came forward, asked me to do this, and yet we did it and we started a new journey. Since I am a dietitian by qualification and a life coach by interest, I decided to combine my skills and education and come up with the blog where I could share all my experiences. So I started writing in 3 categories, as you can see: Mindshift, World of Health, and Catch 22. This is an overlook of how my journey of reflection blog page appears. Catch 22 is the place where my blog completely talks about the parenthood journey. Do pay a visit sometimes. Most of the questions are answered over here. It was so sweet of Evelyn to start featuring my blog on the IKC website. Thanks. And see, Evelyn, it's almost 7 months that I have been into this part of blogging. Thank you so much. Yet again, a moment of new beginnings for me. The first IKC workshop in Dubai took place on 21st October 2016. Got to meet new people, amazing experiences, and so many connects that we made on that special day. Meet the gorgeous team, all set to encourage and motivate the young minds. Here we have Girish, founder and CEO of the Gen Next Right in the Center. Christina from the University of St. Thomas is on his right, and Jacob from the University of North Arizona on his left. Thank you to this wonderful team for the informative workshop, sharing some moments from the evening that we had that day. Yet again, some amazing captured moments. Workshop in progress. Interactive and informative was the evening. Parents were satisfied with the team. The session was worth every minute. Yes, we are all set to experience this magic once again. I will be sharing the details soon with you. Can you see this picture of the feedback that I got? And it goes beyond saying that when I see the words thank you and looking forward to many more sessions, it kind of makes me believe that this is what I need to do for the rest of my life, because that way connecting them is bringing happiness to each one of us. We meet again, this time in the US, with my children. My journey of a parent coach is never ending. The bond that we created is for life. And it is not limited to the few months when the children fly off, the bond doesn't finish off. I never let go of any opportunities that life gives me to meet these children again. And so when I visited US to meet my girls, and the kids when we were back from their holidays, we met again to share a Kodak moment. You can see now, I am not a mother to just 2 girls, but to a mother to so many children. And I'm happy to see smiles on their faces whenever I meet them. And when the moments are shared, it makes me all the more happy. Whatever I capture in my photographs are shared with the parents. And this is what I received. Smiles and smiles, always on my way back. 2017, yet another time for new journeys. This is when life comes a full circle. You know what I mean? It's here once again when we met IUPUI, this time to interact with the new pair of students, new set of students and parents, 2017 batch. Welcome to Dubai. We are happy to meet again, for this is a time to start a new journey. This time we had Jane and Kate to be a part of this new arrival. A house full of parents only shows that more and more parents are looking forward to better tomorrow for their children. These are students all excited and interacting with Kate, once again want to be sure what lies ahead of them. And this is the moment I have been telling you. When I said that we are meeting again for the next journeys, this is what I meant. Come be a part of the IKC workshops that we'll be having on the 20th of April from 4 to 6 p.m. in Sheraton, Dubai. You can register yourself at the link given below. 2 weeks from today, we will meet again to experience the magic of the dreams. Be there and see how things work out beautifully for our children. The entire journey of being a parent coach has been awesome. I hope I have been able to show you the difference that we can make when we work on the concept of being a parent coach. There is so much of happiness and contentment for all of us who are a part of this journey. In fact, if you see, we are a golden triangle. The parents and children are happy, stress is less, the university gets the right student because the paperwork is well coordinated. And lastly, as a parent coach, one is happy that life has a purpose and someone is smiling because of your guidance. Together when we work, we always can manage to bring so many happiness and so much smiles in each other's life. So what next? Let's work as a team to encourage and motivate each other. Parents helping parents is a fabulous journey. As you can see, it's something like if you say to yourself, now that I've done my part of parenting and my children are in the best place with respect to their careers, it is time that I help other parents to see what a fabulous life awaits their children. If you are speaking these words to yourself and you have the time, please be a part and take this path. Be a parent coach. What is the purpose? Very simple. Touch the heart and minds of others. Help every child fulfill their dream and every parent feel blessed of a journey tomorrow. I think it's more about making a difference in the life of others. This word will make you think about taking this opportunity of being a parent coach. We can then create ripples in the life of others. One small change can have an enormous impact. So take the opportunity, be a parent coach, share your knowledge and experiences with these others. Through this webinar, I would like to reach out to many parents who are looking at making a difference in the life of others. Be a parent coach, you won't regret the decisions. You will experience the ripples of happiness. I say this from my own experience. I am enjoying every day of my life. I take this opportunity to thank Sarah and Evelyn for giving me this responsibility of being a parent coach. And today I thank Evelyn and Girish to give me an opportunity to share my journey of choices and decisions, of fears and reflections through this webinar. Thank you to all the viewers for taking time to be a part of a mother's dream of a successful tomorrow for our children. If you would like to have asked me any questions, feel free to ask. Thank you, Evelyn. Can we move on to the question answer round from here?
Yes, Veena, thank you so much. And I just wanted to add something from my own experience back when we did the first session in Dubai. I think one thing that universities are always wondering, why aren't our admitted students coming to university? Did they go somewhere else? Did they decide to stay in India or the UAE or other places? Did they go to Australia or the UK? And I think sometimes it's easy to forget that there are a lot of other personal things that could be going on. So I don't know if you remember this, but we were talking to a student and mother at the reception where the mother had just had hip surgery, and
Yes.
so she was really worried about sending her daughter because she's like, well, I kind of want her here so that she can help me now that I've just had hip surgery. And and you know, you were able to help them through that process of, okay, this is a temporary thing and we understand your concerns, but you know, in terms of your daughter's future and her education, this might be the best path for her. And that was really, really eye-opening to me. So I just wanted to make that comment. And then everyone, if you have questions, please feel free to type them into the chat. I see a few here. One question, Bina, is about the orientation week, whether or not it was in Dubai or on the IUPUI campus. And I can just answer that one and say that it was in Dubai. So this was a yield event that when I was at IUPUI we held, because we had a fair number of admitted students from that city. And we recognized that we needed to do more than just send them a letter and say congratulations, but we actually needed to go and meet with the parents and the students. And so when we were there, Sarah Alai, who Bina mentioned, she talked to the parents with Bina and Sunil. They kind of met in one corner of the room, and then I met with the students. So that's why we started sending 2 people. And then with future sessions, the one with my office now, Gen Next Education, our CEO, Girish Balola, took universities there, and as Bina mentioned, we're going there again here in just a couple weeks. Bina, here is a question for you. What do people need to do if they want to get involved with parent coaching? How do you become a parent coach?
Thank you, Evelyn. I think it's a question that I wanted to answer it, and I'm glad that someone asked it. To be a parent coach, you just have to have a vision to help others and fill in the missing gaps that you experienced when your kids were going through the process. If this is what you find yourself telling, that you know what, it's done with me, but now let others feel more relaxed in the process, then take up this opportunity. You can contact the universities that your kids are going to. You can ask them, do you want a helping hand from our end? And be honest, because you know it's a work of commitment, because the parents who are sending are very worried and very stressed. So if you can solve and be a part of them, it'll be wonderful. I take an example recently when I met the students. I had this question about how do you let your daughters stay so far and also let them pursue careers which are not women oriented, because I have 2 daughters. And when I tell them this, they say, oh, so you have walked the path and you think it's safe for girls to study in US, and US is not all about the nonsense that's going on. And when we shared that, you know, you have to have a safety line that you have to draw where you visit and what timings you venture out. The campus is pretty safe, and you have to take care of your safety and make sure that you don't go in on the wrong places. That's when one of the parents was quite relaxed, and he said, okay, now things make sense, that if my child knows his limits, things can get better. So when he heard it from a parent, he was more relaxed, because end of the day, a university will always speak for this is the way a parent approaches a university answer. But when a parent speaks, you are speaking because you equally are happy with your kids and you are worried about their safety and security. So a parent answering is more valid in any case, you know. I think that's what I would like to say that, you know, if you really feel like sharing your connects with the other family so that they feel more easier, go for it.
Oh, that's great. And practically speaking, if I'm going to take the screen back, I will show the parent coaching page here on the website. So you can go to myikc.com and under services, go to parent coaching. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And so this was actually on your slides, but there is a form that you can fill out at the bottom, and that will put you in touch with Bina so that she can kind of walk you through the process she's been through. I would say the program is pretty informal. and very organic, very grassroots project. So working with us, for the university representatives, if you have parents that you want to see get involved or you want to work with your parents more, you know, that's one of the challenges I would put back to any of the universities listening to this is, do you know the parents of your international students? Do you know your Indian parents? Because they're some of the greatest greatest spokespersons for your campus, and they're great people, as Bina said, to have reach out to other parents who are considering this possibility. Okay, so enough of me talking. Back to questions. Bina?
Yes.
What advice actually do you have for universities who want to see more Indian students on their campus? What do they need to be doing?
Okay, this is something for an Indian parent, there are many challenges in the mind about, because we see America as from what is in the news. So if you could share a few experiences of how Indian students are enjoying the journey over there and they are having a full support system. News of positivity always speaks for itself. So if you could have a broadcasting channel once a week where you could share more information about how Indian students are connecting with the American students and together they are creating a win-win situation for everyone, parents would be relaxed. And secondly, what we could do is, like, you know, once the student is admitted, maybe, you know, we could have group chats once a week so that the parents, the older parents whose kids are already in the US and the new parents who are joining in can both learn from each other. Because it goes a long way. I mean, our WhatsApp group helped us to ease. I had questions like, why is my kid, how is my kid going to take care over there when he is not used to the food patterns? I know there are culture shocks, there are so many new things, but if you could keep giving small impact and small news regarding these, and that is spoken from an Indian student who's already staying in their university, I think matters would get more easier. It's a culture that, I mean, we get information in the wrong context, and so universities can basically have a small program run on their end, maybe a newsletter or something, which would the parents could just visit once they are admitted to the university.
Okay, thank you for that feedback. This is another parent question. When should we start applying? You said 11th grade. What does that mean?
Okay, so normally if you see the Indian curriculum, we just finish off the exams of 12th and then we head on to give the entrance exams. But with the US universities, the application process is a little different. We don't apply after 12th, but we apply before, when we are in 11th grade, because there are small things like the SATs that you have to do. So give enough time to your children to prepare for the SATs. The 10th and 12th are board exams. And so we Indian parents are really obsessed with these board exams and we tend to take them really seriously because we have no option. So between the two times, if 11 the kid finishes all the SATs and he knows exactly with all the research that he wants to go, it gives him easy time to prepare. And when the kid is in 12th, he applies for the paperwork. So much before his final 12th board exams start, he's done and he knows exactly where he is going. University applications do take a lot of research. You need to be sure where you're going. It is not a 1 day or a 1 month affair. So just give enough time and ease the process step by step, enjoy the process. That way it works both for the parent and the child.
Okay, thank you. Next question, is it still safe to go to the US?
Okay, I answered this question recently when I met the IUPUI coordinators again. That's what I said. It is safe provided you don't get into places which are known for harboring negativity. Don't get into conflicts. Your purpose is to study there. Just as parents, we should tell our kids, you are a student, be a student, be safe, don't visit areas which are not for you to visit, and make sure that you have a time zone. I believe all the universities are having securities, very helpful. So I haven't faced any issues so far for my children. And I can speak for IUPUI that I know that they have a good security system, and I believe that same thing applies for many other universities. So it is pretty safe if your child knows to have a boundary that he should not cross. That's what I'd like to take it from there.
Well, thank you for that. What advice would you give parents who are thinking about starting the process
Of
applying to the US, I think is what that means.
Yeah, it's a good process. They have to, I mean, that's what I said. I mean, if you're in Dubai, you could just come to the IKC workshop that we have. And after 10th, you can really be a part of it. Honestly speaking, the admission process is very simple. If you do it much before in time, you really don't have to, honestly speaking, go to a counselor, because everything is so straightforward. The university representatives are helping you every minute. And if you could join the IKC people, they connect you to these right universities. And just as Evelyn said, it doesn't limit to the university that they're partnered with, but to other universities of your interest. So it's better that you just take a few months to understand the requirements, because every university has a different requirement. And so just get it shortlisted, and then it's simple. I don't think it's going to be of any havoc to the parent. It's just a fear in the mind which is created. So I would say just go for it in 11th grade and take it step by step.
Okay, thank you. And I think this will be the last question we take. If you had additional questions that we didn't get to, you can feel free to email me at Evelyn at GenNextEducation.com. I'm sending that over the chat. And then Bina, if I will pass, I can pass any questions you have specifically for Bina along to her.
Yeah, I would, Evelyn, just one thing. The parents should just know sometimes it's the fear of the unknown which creates more insecurities in our minds. So it is always better to, if you have a university in your mind, just write it to them, and they were always willing to help you. I speak this with personal experiences.
Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree 100%. And that actually kind of brings us to our last question, which is what do you think is the reason students go or don't go? That's a kind of a complicated question. But let's see if you can tackle that as a good last question.
The reason why a child goes, I personally deal with a lot of children, and there are various reasons. Some of, I'll just tell you a few. Some of them are looking for a brighter future, and some of them are trying to run away from the Indian system. And also, what I feel for US best works, what a lot of children, parents and children who have both told me, is, you know, a 10th grader is not in a suitable position to decide whether he wants to take up science or commerce as a career. So he somehow goes for it. When he goes to US, he has a wider option to choose from. The credit system and the major and minor systems that they have over there are very flexible. So 1 year is given to a child to understand himself. So when I'm asked this question, India is 3 years, why are you investing 1 year? I said that 1 year gives the child a much closer idea of what he really wants to do. The advisors, the counselors in US are always there helping the kids. And so the entire 1 year takes care of, the child understands his own choices. And when you take a choice based on your understanding, I feel it is more easy to fulfill that dream. For I personally feel, you know, when you are trying to fulfill a parent's dream, it's very difficult. But when you're fulfilling your dream, it becomes more easier. And why you say children don't want to go? Because some of them are not ready for the hardships. Now see, going to US is going to come at a cost. Something like you have to be away from your parents. So you have to take care of many other decisions, like taking care of your education, making sure that you eat well, making sure that you study on time. Dubai and India, I've seen this. Children are normally pampered with the mother taking care of every little small decision. The kid is not ready. So once when he goes there, he feels lost and he's not ready to take up challenges in life. So either he decides why bother, or they go there and after a year they come back. I've had an example of 2 kids who have come back, and I really feel sorry, because I don't think your dream should be so weak that you give it up for the mere challenges that life throws at you when you have to stay alone. Just grow with it, I would say, you know. I hope I've answered the question.
Oh, I think that's wonderful, and thank you so much. We are going to end here, but Bina, thank you so much for sharing your perspective. And I think that this is a great start to, you know, the first webinar about parent coaching, and getting your insights into the process is invaluable. Thank you everyone for joining us. There will be a recording available of this session that you will receive probably in the next day or so through the GoToWebinar. And then we will also be posting it on our YouTube channel. Bina, hope you have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you soon in Dubai.
Thank you, Evelyn. Looking forward.
Take care.
Next week.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you everyone for joining us.
Yeah.
Have a great evening.
Thank you.